Alright, a little bit different scenery today. I'm actually not in the garden or inside the house. I'm going to be in the garage today. So it is raining here, and it's supposed to rain all day long. Got a puddle in the garage. I'm going around here. So it's supposed to rain all day long, and I actually have some trellises to make. So I bought some cedar fence posts, or cedar fence pickets, that I use for my garden beds. And I actually can use those for these trellises that I'm going to make. It's going to make them super lightweight. It's also going to save some money and be cheaper as well. I'm all about being frugal and not spending a ton of money, but it being functional and working well. So these should last. I've got my miter saw, actually my husband's miter saw, and his air nailer out. They've already been stripped down. He helped me do those a week or two ago. So I have my measurements, and I'm going to make all my cuts, and then we're going to put them together. I'm actually making 3 different kinds. I'm going to make a tower trellis. I'm going to make this kind of like squared trellis and a fan trellis. Now I can't actually find my sticky note. I had before it told me how many I was making of each. Can't find that. So I've looked everywhere and I can't find it. So I'm gonna have to kind of improvise. I know I'm at least making 1 of each. Then we'll see how many boards I have left. And I know I was making more than 1 of the obelisk, and I don't remember about the others though. So we'll see. I can always buy more cedar boards if I need to. We'll see which one is the easiest to put together and see which one I want to actually make again. I'm going to start with 6 of these, and I'm going to go ahead and start on the tower trellis. Now what I noticed is these are actually already cut like this, and in the post that I found, that was actually possibly recommended. So I'm going to make sure that these are on the bottom and I don't cut that off. The end off of that 5'4" piece, I actually got these, which are approximately 7.75, which is one of the ones that I need. So it looks like I just need to trim a barely, well, you know what, I'm just going to leave them for now. I am going to mark what they are, because I believe I only need 2 of these, so those are cut. This is not ideal doing this on the floor, but I don't have there's a lot of other stuff going on in this garage right now, so. Alright, these are the 14 5/8. Just need 2, actually I just need 2 of all of these, so once I get those going, I'll be good. Alright, let's see what else we need. We need 12.5. I'm cutting these 2 at a time, just makes it a lot easier and faster. Let's see, 12. The first one's completed. It's not perfectly straight. These aren't bad. This one right here I think is a little crooked. So I flipped it over because actually this is the outside. So I flipped it over because I'm going to actually set this on top, and you're going to use this one as a pattern, which is a fantastic idea because then everything will line up whether you measured correctly or not. Alright, all in all, this wasn't too bad. It actually came together pretty quickly. I'm pretty pleased with it. Once the cutting is done and you get that first one made, you do the pattern, you flip it, you stand the 2 sides up, and you put the other ends on, and that came together really quickly. I'm really surprised, and it doesn't look too bad. It's not perfect, but I think it'll do. Alright, the next one I'm doing is, I'm calling it a square trellis. I don't really know what else to call it because it's a bunch of squares. This one actually doesn't have that many cuts. it uses 6-foot pieces, 4-foot pieces, and 5-foot pieces. So I'm gonna show you what I did. So because these are fence pickets, and when we cut them down, they actually have that. So those are my 2 6-foot pieces that can be put into the ground because that's going to hold it. I'm going to measure those to make sure. They're supposed to be 6 foot. They're not exact. That's what I have. So then I have these other ones. Some of them have started bowing because I did not, you can see it's bowed up off the ground. It recommends as soon as you strip these, cut these down, to use them. I haven't, and they've been out in the garage, so I'm going to cut the end off of that, and I'll measure from the other end, but this one should go together pretty quickly, I'm hoping. I'm going to show you real quick, and you can see where my 4-foot mark is going to be perfect, because then it starts to bow, and I can use that for something else, so that worked out great. Alright, this is not my favorite. While it was easy to cut, there was a lot more measuring, and I ended up with nothing hanging over the end because it said 4 to 5 inches overhang. So I did 4 inches on top, which I should have paid attention and measured. So both sides are not the same. I will just have to kind of figure that out and measure and center the other one a little bit more. But I don't think it matters too much. I mean, that's on the bottom. You're really not going to see that a whole lot anyways. And all together, I think it pretty easy. Now what I did do is I laid out these on the bottom, started at the very top, and put 1 nail in each one, and then measured and put 1 nail all the way down so that if I needed to, I could square it up a little bit. So then I went back and put another nail so it won't kind of accordion style. So all in all, this one went, I think it went pretty good. Alright. Last one. I actually cut 2 of these, so I'm going to go ahead and make 2 of these, this fan trellis. So we'll see how it goes. This one was going to be a little tricky. So what I've done, I went ahead, found the center of each of the cross pieces, and then measured on the center when I went ahead and attached those. These are all free, but I could move them in to where I want them because I only have, I'm going to put 1 nail at the top and I'll be able to swing them in to wherever I want them. Alright, so these are the V or the fan trellis. These weren't too bad. I got the first one done, and then I went ahead and laid the other one on top of it for a pattern, and it went together really, really fast. So all in all, those didn't take too long. So it's not taking as long as what I thought. I'm actually able to get these done pretty quickly. I do have another obelisk, at least 1 or 2 to make. And I have this one laid down because I'm going to use it as a pattern for sure, and get another one of those made. It makes it go by much, much quicker. So I'm going to get that done, and then I think I'm going to run inside and grab me a bite to eat real quick. I got me a little bite to eat. The FedEx guy showed up, so I had some packages to take care of as well. So now we are back out in, whoa, almost dropped you. We are back out in the garage, and I'm going to go ahead and make a couple more obelisks. I think I had more of these that I wanted to make than of the others. I made 2 of each of the others, kind of just going by how many of these I have left because I can't find my sticky note. So I'm going to go ahead and make 2 more of these, but you know, I was making them using them as a pattern, so I've got it laid down here so that I can hopefully use it as a pattern. We're going to be a little bit of an angle, but I think it'll be okay, and I think it should work. So I guess we'll see. All right, let's see if I can get some words in before it starts raining again. So I did get these 3 obelisks done, and then I have 2 fan trellises, and then I have 2 of these. And putting them, using one as a pattern, was a fantastic idea because it went super fast, as well as the other 2 obelisks, or the towers, I guess you could say. I do have a few of these. I'm a saver. I'm going to save all these little scraps. And then I do have some 6-foot pieces left. I think I'm going to do with those is I am actually going to use them on my cattle panel trellises out in the garden, and that way I can attach the panel to the raised bed. That way if we get a big wind and I have flowers and cucumbers and whatever on those trellises, it doesn't blow the trellis over, because that's happened to me before. So I think I'm just going to use those and not worry about building something else. I think I have plenty right now to worry about putting somewhere in the garden. All right, got back in the house, made sure to clean the garage up and leave it like I found it, put everything away, and make a list of maybe stuff I need to replace, like all those nails I just used. But I've got all those done, so I'm super excited to get those in the garden. And now I will know if I want to make some more or not. Yep. Back in where it's a little warmer. It's a little chilly in the garage, and I'm gonna get me some hot tea and enjoy the rest of my day. I hope you loved this video. I hope you try it. I'll try to remember to leave the links down below where I found these trellis recipes, trellis instructions. They were super easy to follow and actually really easy to make. So be sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget to be lovely lights today.